Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 5 of season 4 at Sunderland after getting some points in the last episode, although not in the game we expected and also not as many points as we hoped for and perhaps even should have gotten from the games that we played. We find ourselves in 14th place in the Premier League. There's an international break soon, but we start with an away game against Manchester City, which is not going to be easy, but they are bottom of the table currently for some illogical reason. Then there's a 2-week break, and we face Leicester at home. Imagine that's the international break there. And then a week after that, on the Sunday rather than the Saturday, we face Manchester United away. So 2 trips to Manchester today. Hopefully, we'll get some points against Leicester in the middle game, and I have no idea what's going to happen against either the Manchester sides. We could do well against City, we could not do well against City or Manchester United. Only time will tell. But drop the video a like if you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more content. Of course, at the minute, we're uploading one video every 2 days as I'm on vacation. As soon as I get back next week, we'll be back to a video every single day again. So today's will be Thursday's video. There was one on Tuesday as well. There'll be another one on Saturday. But let's jump into this game against City and see how we get on. Edison in goal for Manchester City. Bernat at right back. Laporte, Longley and Alexandro as their back line. Bernardo Silva, Thomas Meunier and Kevin De Bruyne in the midfield 3. And then Sterling, Jesus and Sané as the front 3 too. That's a great 11. How is that team bottom of the league? Jesus inside to De Bruyne. Ravel Morrison steals it off him. Bernardo Silva wins it back. Here's Thomas Meunier. Nice little ball roll to beat the defender. Gabriel Jesus finds the space and Jimmy Dunn wins the header. I say wins the header. Blocks the shot with his head. Work that inside and maybe have a chance on the counter. Again, we might have more luck here against the top flight or top. What I'm trying to say is we might have a better chance in one of the top against one of the top teams because they're more likely to attack us. That was beautifully done by George Harrison, and Lyndon Gooch is in behind, and we do lead. Sunderland 1, Manchester City 0. We lost twice in the last episode to the sides that were bottom of the table. I do not want to suffer the same fate today. Sané with the delivery. It's a good ball in, and Jesus with the header. Thankfully, straight up. Oh, Leroy Sané has read that. Well blocked. Perhaps should have squared that to a teammate. As soon as I went to throw that out, as soon as I committed to pressing the button, you could see Leroy Sané just bear down on the man that was there. They're just not very good, City, at the minute, at having any sort of defensive backline. Like, they're very, very offensive. And so far, they haven't been able to get themselves a goal. We have only played 17 minutes, of course, but already we've been able to catch them low on numbers at the back and get ourselves a goal to go in front. This might be more similar to the Tottenham game than it is the Everton and Burnley ones of the previous episode. Looks like they're going to take this corner short. Bernardo Silva works onto his left, whips a good ball in, but Ravel Morrison will head it clear. George Harrison won't get to that first, and that's fired in towards Bernardo Silva again. Advantage played for the foul. Bernardo Silva finds Sané. Again, advantage played for the foul. Sané whips the ball in and Tomori heads away, having to get slightly over physical here to still stand a chance of competing against Manchester City. It's a lovely turn by De Bruyne. And that is what he can do. Wow. Strike and a half from Kevin De Bruyne. City are level. Gooch, overlapping run on the right-hand side, is found. James Justin is here. Or takes the challenge on the chin. We will take the free kick though. Alexandro probably going to pick up a booking for this. This referee has been very card happy so far. No, he's just telling Alexandro off. Did get a booking for George Harrison earlier on in the game. Cross will come in here from Lyndon Gooch. Can we find George Harrison, the man on the end of it? No, Yewood's there. Oh, what a header at the near post. Drew Yewood. It's not where I aimed the ball or the cross at all. You saw I was right at the back of the box with the yellow marker. But the ball flies in at the near post from Drew Yewood. That's a great header. It's an unbelievable header from Drew Yewood. Wow, we've not scored one like that ever in this Sunderland save. That is top draw and top corner. 2-1 Sunderland. Sterling, Jesus, Sané, Jesus. Oh, to De Bruyne. Classic Pep Guardiola, Manchester City. The first lead didn't last long. The second lead didn't last long. That is arguably one of the best moves the AI have put together against us in any save this season. Top quality. I'd much rather concede 10 of them than one of the bullshit first time random super power, super hard, nobody get anywhere near it strikes from 30 yards that we've seen from the AI. That was a unreal, the quality of finish in today's episode so far, in just the opening 34 minutes of game number 1, has been world class. That was just brilliant. Here's Bernardo. Running forwards, finds Kevin De Bruyne. Sané's out wide. Or somehow got the cross in there. Oh, this is... That's actually quite frustrating. I thought I was going to get the foot in there. And unfortunately, they just beat me to it. And then I committed with the defender. Oh. City now lead. City now lead. Poor positioning from Bettinelli, though. Or is it? Should he have maybe moved across to his left like that to cover more of the whole goal? Regardless, it was his near post where the ball went in. 3-2 Manchester City at half-time. Easily the most entertaining game of the season so far. Oh! That was disgusting from Gabriel Jesus. As the half-time whistle goes, he's very lucky not to get himself sent off for that. I want to see a replay of that, actually. That was awful. Absolutely disgusting from Gabriel Jesus. Play the ball inside here. Work it back in there. Let's slow this down. Gabriel Jesus sprinting at me. The half-time whistle goes there, and that is horrid from Gabriel Jesus. How he's not picked up a yellow card for that, I'm not entirely too sure. That was outrageous from their third goal scorer there. Lucky to still be on the field after that. Just double check that he wasn't booked for it, and indeed he wasn't. He's gotten away with one there, Gabriel Jesus. If the half-time whistle hadn't gone at that moment, he might have been in trouble. Corner there to Meunier. Back to Aymeric Laporte. Forward to De Bruyne. In there to Jesus. To KDB again. Poor touch from Kevin there. Unexpected. But they've committed bodies forward. And there are spaces in behind. As we expected there to be. With City's attacking nature. We'll get that in there. It's George Harrison. And across again. Jack Clark. He scored against Tottenham. He scored against City. Sunderland 3. Manchester City 3. If you cast your mind back, actually, you might remember Sunderland winning against Manchester City with a... I can't remember whether it was last minute or not. But I think it might have been. Ji Dong-won scored a goal. Which I think genuinely was the last kick of the game in like a 1-0 win for Sunderland against Manchester City years and years and years ago. So there is the slight reputation of Sunderland doing well at the Etihad. Regardless, we're doing well at the Etihad this time around. 3-3. Easily. Hands down. The most entertaining game of the season so far this year. The ball through the gap to Nicola Pepe. He's come on here for City at half-time, but yet to have any real impact. Meunier picks up the ball in the midfield. That's not a foul, ref. Don't tell me you're going to book me for that as well. This ref, man, he's so strict. Who is he? Doesn't say who the referee is. It used to. I swear it used to say the referee's name. It might have been with the default graphics. Another yellow card for me. And City have a free kick in kind of a dangerous position. They could flick this on and find a teammate. Bernardo Silva knocks it down to Aymeric Laporte, who's not going to score from there. Neither is Thomas Meunier. But Herrera could do, but he hasn't. Kicked straight against a Sunderland man. And again, terrible positioning from the Manchester City defensive line. And on the counter-attack, Jamal Lowe will have the pace to punish. And turns inside. But the turn was too heavy. That should have been 4-3 to Sunderland. That's my fault, though, for continuing to sprint when I turned. I should have let go of the sprint button so that the touch wasn't quite as heavy. That's a terrible pass from Gabriel Jesus. Oh, that's a terrible pass as well from me. Thankfully, we've won it back again. Oh, we're giving it away again. Jesus with the turn into Sané. There's a fourth for City. That one's my fault. What a switch out to Leroy Sané. Turns back in there to Herrera, who's come off the bench here for City, into Ilkay Gundogan. Oh, it's a lovely ball through. Nicola Pepe makes it 5. Such is the quality they possess. Seemingly from nothing, really. Nothing really on there. One ball into Gundogan. Look, great run by Pepe. Superb ball through to him and a decent finish too. Nicola Pepe makes it City 5, Sunderland 3. Manchester City will be getting themselves off the bottom of the table with this result. Ratiu in there to Sean Maguire, who's obviously seen first team football at a minimum since his mistake in the last moments against Burnley. That's a great delivery, but Alexandra will head behind for a Sunderland corner. It's not necessarily over yet. Jack Clark delivers. Sean Maguire could be underneath this. Ederson is. Ratiu forward there to Yearwood and across around the corner to Max Lowe. Driving forward. Will turn inside well. Looking for a teammate. Couldn't quite find Drew Yearwood. We'll get it to him here though. We'll get it to Sean Maguire. Can he find something at the end of the game? Drew Yearwood deflected. Oh, and wide. A corner to just reduce the deficit. It's still going to be a Manchester City win here. Oh, Jamal Lowe's header was looping over Ederson, but he'll claim it, and that will be a win for City. 5-3 at the Etihad, an 8-goal thriller. Unreal game. Easily, as we've said multiple times now, the most entertaining game of the season. It's just come out of nowhere. Been a few single goal games, and in the last episode when I was recording it, there was barely any chances between ourselves and Everton and ourselves and Burnley, and then this City game comes along and just blows everything out of the water. That was ridiculous. Absolutely mental game. Up next for us, Leicester City, in a game that hopefully we will be able to get some points from. I'd very much like to try and get ourselves further away from that relegation zone than we currently are. The gap is a single point to City, as it happens. Watford could come up to 11 though and drop Everton into the drop zone if they win their game in hand. We have Leicester, who are 9th next. Had a transfer offer here for Stephen Colcutt, which I'm now in the position to be able to negotiate. Obviously, he won't leave us until January now, and that was when we were going to move him on. So I will try and negotiate this. 3.5 is what they've offered. I'll ask for 5 million on the nose and see if they'll stretch that far. They might not. 3.8. Okay. Well, they've come up a little bit, so I'll show some good faith and come down considerably as well. We'll try 4.45. Are they willing to go that high? I mean, yes, they are. Okay, Sheffield Wednesday could be about to get themselves a solid championship level centre-back. Stephen Colcutt been replaced by Jimmy Dunn in the starting 11 as he's aging out. Grant Ledbetter has issued a loan request here on the way towards the game against Leicester, and Colcutt is gone. Colcutt is gone. Sean Maguire wants to play in the next game. I would consider it. And Hill is back with his first report from Germany. Christopher Wolf. Sorry. Herbert Hoffman is going to be a no. Christopher Wolf, actually, is going to be a no as well. No to Bjorn Berm. Dietrich is a no, and that's a no. Well, the first report from England wasn't that good either, so I'm not going to read too much into that. But we'll wait and see what we can do here against Leicester City. Schmeichel in goal for Leicester. Saravia, Cook, Orban and Montiel as a back four for them. 3 in midfield, James Maddison, Chowdhury and Donny van der Beek. So strong midfield for them. And Otavio, Bastos and Barnes as the front three. Bastos is joint 3rd highest goal scorer in the league so far with 6. So not going to be an easy game, this one. Maguire to Yearwood. To Maguire. We're back to Maguire and Lowe up top for this one. We'll see if that works. We'll see if it doesn't work. We obviously scored 3 goals in the last game without Sean Maguire. But yes, Harrison has been good, but he hasn't necessarily been on the score sheet as regularly as we might like him to be. And Sean Maguire, even despite that horrid miss against Burnley, has been a better goal-scoring threat. I'm surprised there's no free kick being given there. Jack Clark has certainly been a goal-scoring threat so far this season with 4. But after 7 minutes, he's not making it 5. Cross could come in. Tackled by James Justin. We'll work it away. Nice turn by Sean Maguire. What's there to Drew Yearwood? Into Jack Clark. Here's Jamal Lowe. Clark's gone again. Good run from him. Cook coming across, but can't get to me. And we'll look for Jamal Lowe. His run is great, and he squares it, but Orban intercepts. Sean Maguire was waiting for a tap-in. Despite the miss against Burnley, I'm sure he would have finished that one had the ball actually reached him. Donny van der Beek to Chowdhury here. But Donny van der Beek is 87 rated, and James Maddison is 85. So they do have a very strong midfield here, Leicester, but not much going on at the back or up top. Bastos might be one of the best goal scorers in the league at this stage of the season, but he's still only 81 rated, and if we can nullify his threat, I think we might nullify all of Leicester's threat. But that still waits to be seen. Nice little 1-2, and Van der Beek draws to save up Bettinelli again. This one much harder than the first, but still we're able to hold on to a 0-0 scoreline after 25 minutes, and we're very much involved in this tie. Despite the defeat against City, I think playing so well in that game might spark a little bit of a revival for us if Ravel Morrison could pay attention to the ball and not turn his back on it. Or maybe still. Drew Yearwood finds Jack Clark, who will turn. He won't turn. Maguire, who does turn. Maguire. Oh, can't score in this one. For Harvey Barnes again. James Justin caught a little bit on the back foot. Barnes with the delivery. Please win this, Max. Needed to get to that first corner for Leicester. Barnes to take it. Probably going to ignore Maddison and has done. Whip towards Donny van der Beek, who wins the header. That's looping in, and a mix-up between the keeper and his defender, but we will clear it. Oh, that was nervy. That was very, very nervy indeed. Can we give them some nerves at the back ourselves? Defender committed there, got nowhere near it. The cross for Jamal Lowe. Oh, Kasper Schmeichel, what a stop. How has Kasper Schmeichel done that? Ravel Morrison with the delivery. Can we score from the corner? No. And it will drop to Harvey Barnes on the edge of the box. It's going to be 0-0 at half-time against Leicester City, thanks to their goalkeeper. To be fair, ours too. Maddison in there to Harvey Barnes. Good block by Tamori. That was shifting, and I think might well have found its way into the back of the net. That all happened literally immediately after I unpaused the game from my controller dying and switching batteries. Oh, that would have been quite the way to return to the game, wouldn't it? Oh, that's a terrible pass looking for Jack Clark, who has won it back but committed a foul in doing so. Otavio will take the free kick for Leicester. 5 minutes into the second half. Jimmy Dunn wins that header well, but there's nobody forward to counter with. Here's Saravia, the right back, into Otavio. Dost looked for James Maddison but couldn't get it to him. Sean Maguire with a nice turn. Wasn't meant for him, it was meant for Lyndon Gooch, but never mind. Here's James Maddison. Barnes, oh, he's left James Justin standing there. Finds James Maddison, who turns well. Little flick back to Harvey Barnes, who delayed in taking a touch. Good footwork from Donny van der Beek as well, who's gone for a shot. Slightly unnecessary there, Donny. Clearance is blocked. Van der Beek into Montiel. Chowdhury, Montiel again. Switching the ball now to Saravia. Leicester really, really on the front foot. Otavio gets past the challenge. Looks for James Maddison, I think it was again. And blocked again. Clark forward there to Ravel Morrison. Into Jamal Lowe. Now we can counter. And now they don't have quite so many defenders back. Here's Lyndon Gooch. Montiel closing me down. James Justin quickly inside looking for Jamal Lowe, who's found well. Ravel Morrison. Jack Clark's offered himself. Here's Sean Maguire, who turns well. Shot blocked again. He's been in the right place numerous times, Sean Maguire, but hasn't had the fortune to find a clear-cut chance come his way yet. When he gets one, I'm hopeful he'll take it. Oh, and he nearly worked something there as well. 25 to go. Let's make a change. Try and freshen things up a bit. We'll take Jack Clark off for Sam Nicholson. And I'm going to bring Jamie Ward on, actually, for Drew Yearwood. Jamie Ward has been growing really nicely so far this season. It has performed when he's come on. Drew's not had the best game of his career here, nor was that the best throw of James Justin's career. That's frustrating. Win that header, and we should have another chance. We have done. Jamal Lowe finds Harry Maguire. Jamal Lowe is there, looking for Maguire again, but it's another good interception or block from a Leicester City defender that denies us the chance. They've defended brilliantly so far. Still don't know how Kasper Schmeichel made that save in the first half. We've edged possession, but we don't edge the scoreline. CL into the middle. We'll hack this away with Max Lowe. Jamal Lowe flicks it on, but it's not the best of headers. 15 to go. Madison. Van der Beek. Damari Gray. Past James Justin. Into Bastos, who turns well, but Tamori doesn't allow him the space to get the shot off. Madison! Oh, not far wide at all. James off the bench here trying to have an impact for Leicester. Late on. We conceded against Everton late on. We conceded against Burnley late on. Can't afford to do that again. Bettinelli holds on well there. Really need this point. Really need this point. Max Lowe does well to turn the corner. Ravel Morrison. Through the gap to Jamal Lowe, but his touch lets him down. Sam Nicholson can't close the ball down there, and I'm getting really nervous now as we reach the final few moments, especially as Leicester get in behind here. Otavio delivers. Dost, you knew it was coming! You just knew it was coming! Time and time again with the late goals. Oh, don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. He's clear that he's going to head it there as well. And we're going to lose to Leicester. I don't deserve to lose to Leicester. If only that effort that Kasper Schmeichel somehow saved at the death of the first half had gone in. Such is the way of things when you're embroiled in a relegation scrap. Manchester United away next. Great. Manchester United's starting lineup: David De Gea in goal, Kazawa, De Vrij, Romagnoli and Telles at the back. Julian Draxler, Zielinski and Pogba as their midfield three. Eriksen sat behind the front two of Memphis Depay, who's back at Manchester United, and Romelu Lukaku. Right then, help me. Memphis Depay. Looking at angle for a shot, but decides to go to Zielinski instead. Works it back to Julian Draxler. They have got Luka Modric in the squad as well, although he's 84 rated now in the fourth season, Luka Modric, so not necessarily that usable. Harrison brings that down well. Telles just walks off with it. Great start. Sean Maguire starts alongside George Harrison in this game, trying all sorts of combinations of strikers at the minute to try and find the right combination to give us the opportunity to win a game. But it's not happening that often this season. We've beaten Tottenham in the last episode, in the final game of the episode. I would love to do the same here to Manchester United. Eriksen. Cross there to Telles. Lets it run slightly. Finds Paul Pogba. Stands it up well. Please win this header. Well up Max Lowe. Maguire quickly to George Harrison, and then back to Maguire again. Now Jack Clarke is arriving. Take my time, play the ball through that gap, and Jack Clarke is away and in behind at Old Trafford to maybe give us the goal to go 1-0 up, to do exactly that. We won away at Spurs. Are we going to win away at Old Trafford? In there to Lukaku. Cross comes early. Oh, everybody misses it, apart from Drew Yearwood. Christian Eriksen out to Alex Telles, takes it in his stride really well. Lovely turn. Jimmy Dunn heads away this time. George Harrison up against Christian Eriksen. Harrison I fancy in the physical encounter. Great strength shown by him. He isn't the best of goal threats so far. Okay, Chisholm. He isn't the best of goal threats so far, George Harrison, but his overall hold-up play is decent. I see the run from Ravel Morrison. I looked to try and find him, but just couldn't get it to him. Draxler across here to Zielinski as United look to find an equaliser. Eriksen, Zielinski and Memphis Depay. This is one hell of a starting lineup for Manchester United, but it was one hell of a starting lineup from Tottenham as well, and they lost their game. So hopefully United will do the same. We'll look for Harry Maguire. I keep saying Harry Maguire, I'm sorry. Sean Maguire in behind. There's George Harrison. Mentioned he doesn't score many goals. Still not done that. Great block by Alex Telles. Ravel Morrison with the delivery. Harrison is there. De Gea punches clear. Maguire will get to that first and put it right in the stand. Pogba through the gap there to Memphis. Ericsson looking for the run of Kazawa from right back. Cross blocked by Lowe, but it drops back to Levan Kazawa. Win that header. Well up Justin. Only his throat. Whoa. Pogba doing his best Sean Maguire impression. Good ball over the top to Tellez. First time cross. Headed away by Jimmy Dunn. Pogba gets to it first though. It'll drop to Romelu. Trying to keep him off his left foot. I think Bettinelli saved that. I need to see a replay. It was a great first time hit with Lukaku. Outside of his left foot, was it? It was. And Bettinelli must have saved it. Yes, big fingertips. Didn't look like it was that much of a save from open play from this camera angle. I must have, unless I just wasn't paying close attention to the ball. But, oh, Memphis. I thought Sean Maguire was just going to get that. Oh, he's gone the other way. I thought Memphis Depay was going to go right. He went left. Sold me. Oh, don't know what's going on with Bettinelli's left arm there. Christian Eriksen will deliver the corner into the mixer. Lukaku's up off the bar. No! It falls to Pogba. Bounces off a defender. Ball straight to Pogba. A goal in stoppage time for Manchester United. It just hit the defenders there. There's nothing I can do. It's just hit Jack Clarke on the shoulder and then fallen straight to Paul Pogba. And Max Lowe goes down with Memphis Depay. Pogba slams it home. United a level to Zielinski. Picked off nicely by Drew Eward. That's loose in possession from United. That's then loose in possession from us, although that was more expert defending than poor passing. Here's Memphis Depay into their goal scorer Pogba, who's run straight into Drew Eward there. Maguire will look for Harrison. It's not coming together for our front line this season. Sean Maguire dominated the scoring charts in League One and the Championship, but no player is really dominating the scoring for us this season. Jack Clarke, I think, might actually be my highest goal scorer in all competitions, with like 4 maybe. I'd have to double check after this game, but I'm pretty sure Jack Clarke might be my goal scorer of the season so far. Obviously, we've dropped Sean Maguire for a few games, so he hasn't had as big an opportunity to grab as many goals as other players have. Levan Kazawa finding himself with his work cut out, trying to get past Jimmy Dunn, but get past Jimmy Dunn he has. Headed away by James Justin. Pogba just knocks that back to Tellez to make sure they keep possession here. Harrison has the shoulder dropped on him. Here's Tellez again, down the line to Lukaku, deflected, challenge for that Jack. Kazawa wins that, and Memphis flicked on Bettinelli, smart save. They've the game against Liverpool upcoming here, Manchester United, but that was a very good save for Bettinelli. That was looping in. We'll make one change in the midfield and one change up top and see if we can get ourselves the lead again. They made a change as well. Zielinski going off. Christian Eriksen will deliver this corner. It's poor. Didn't quite see actually who was that came on for them. I was too busy glancing at the ball as it was delivered into the box. Christian Eriksen will do the same again, and Memphis is in there. Drops to Pogba. Finds Christian Eriksen. Delivered in again. Memphis Depay. Bettinelli at it again. Well, he makes great save, Bettinelli, but he also makes mistakes as well. He probably has earned us some points this season and in past seasons, and he's also lost us some points in either season 2. He's certainly potentially earning us a point here at Old Trafford, though, with numerous saves now. Anthony Martial is on, and he holds on to that nicely too. We've 20 minutes to go at Old Trafford. We're still locked at 1-1. Yearwood will look for Jack Clarke. Finds him well. I'm going to drill that to Jamal Lowe, who's then got Ratiu there. Christian Ratiu into Sean Maguire to Jamal Lowe. Oh, I got stuck. I would have made it to that rebound, but I got stuck on the man because apparently you can't just brush past someone. Get that through. Gooch is onside, I think. I'm pretty sure Lyndon Gooch was onside. The linesman says so. 2-1 Sunderland at Old Trafford. We might yet be getting 3 points in the final game of the episode, just like we did yesterday. Justin into Jamal Lowe. Justin again. Ratiu, Yearwood, Oh, Draxler cuts that out nicely. Pogba to Lukaku, quickly to Christian Eriksen. Oh, tried to challenge there with James Justin, but he hasn't got it off him. And it's a nice 1-2, and Lukaku's got options. Here's Anthony Martial. Christian Eriksen hung out wide. Tamori with a tackle, but somehow Eriksen's still able to get to the loose ball first. No! What a cross! What a cross from Christian Eriksen. Martial sneaks in between defenders and pokes United back level. That's a great header. Ooh, not sure about the keeper animation though. Bettinelli, he's made some incredible stops in this game, Bettinelli, but I don't know whether he should do better with that. 4 minutes to go. It's 2-2.
Looking forward to their next game. Well, Manchester United go up
Martial
against Liverpool
to Eriksen.
And they've not been at the best
Whelan.
here. They need to do
Whelan again for Martial. Here's Eriksen. Martial on the run, out wide to Alex Telles, who swapped wings. No! Oh, you could not script it. In Fergie time. I've got nothing. I've got nothing. Keeper doesn't even try and save it. He stands there, it hits him on the hand and goes in. What's he doing? You can make as many amazing, stunning saves as you like, but the simples you've got to get right. It's going to be 3 straight defeats in today's episode. I cannot believe it. Again against Leicester, again against United. Oh, I don't deserve these defeats. This season is turning out to be one hell of a struggle. Reminiscent of Southampton's Season 1 on FIFA 18 last year, turned out to be one of the most entertaining series of the entire year, specifically that first season. Hopefully, I haven't been able to gauge your feedback yet because obviously I'm still on holiday, but hopefully you guys are enjoying this first season and enjoying the challenge. When we get to the transfer window, I will be making changes, so the outlook is decent. We're only a point adrift at present. Everton and West Ham below us. 3 wins, 2 draws, 9 defeats. Conceded joint most goals in the league so far, although to be fair, 5 of those were against Manchester City in the one game. Scored 15 in 14. Not amazing, but not the worst. I was going to check my goal scorers, wasn't I? Tomorrow will be, not tomorrow, the next episode will be the, is it Jack Clark's Jack Clark's my top goal scorer. 5 goals in the Premier League. Now for him, Gooch with 4, Maguire with 4. Harrison has 2 in 12 of those, 1 in 9 actually. Some of those have been substitute appearances though. Similarly with Jamal Lowe, although I guess similarly with Harry Maguire as well. Difficult season so far, very difficult season. To be fair, it was a really difficult month. City and United, you wouldn't have expected us to get results from, but the way that it went against United, being 2-1 up with 5 minutes to go, should have gotten something. And I'm devastated about the loss against Leicester, as I was about the loss against Burnley and the loss against Everton. When you're down at the bottom, things do not go your way. We'll have a very busy month in December, a very busy month. It's been a training injury as well. That's a sprained ankle for Drew Yearwood, which is not what we needed. Let's have a look at the scouting update. 67 to 93. I'm going to say, if he was 15, I'd say yes. If it's 17, I'll say no. That's a potential. I don't need a goalkeeper. Rephrase, I don't need a new, young goalkeeper. I might need a goalkeeper. Bettinelli, indifferent. Very indifferent. Right. Ewan King, a winger. 67 to 91 potential. Again, curve is really good on a lot of these youngsters that we're calling up. Oscar Thomas, still 60 rated, 81 to 94 potential for him, no. And then the window is narrowed for Billy Hughes as well. He is 83 to 94 potential, but still no growth from him. 62 rated overall, but again, 15 years of age, so plenty of time to grow. It's a big month in December. I might split this into 2, you know. 7 games in the month. I surely can't commit to simming 4 of them. Although, might stand a better chance of getting results. Oh, difficult season. Difficult season. These sorts of seasons are 1 in a million in FIFA career mode, because ordinarily you tend to do quite well. But this Sunderland side at present don't seem to be cut out for Premier League football. Which is why in January we will be spending a lot of that £82 million to hopefully improve the side. I will see you in the next one in a couple of days' time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.